waves always roll and the wind never stops. This is our town, baby, you and me. It takes a little time, but soon you will see. We got clothes on the line, blowing in the breeze. The kids on the wharf, skipping rocks in the sea. The people are friendly and the children are free. Yeah, our little town is just heaven to me. This is our town, our little town. This is our town, our little town. One day it's up, the next day it's down. This is our town, our little town. Sound. Young boys driving their dad's car around. We got the prettiest girls walking around. Soon they'll be leaving this old town. We got so many leaving, yeah, chasing their dreams. Say there's nothing here, or so it seems. And they will miss it, someday they'll know. They'll want to return to the town they love so.
Good evening, and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include Eating Fuel Rebate, Grade 2-3 class visits the BBS studio, Calder Healthcare Center holds its annual dessert party. These stories plus the BBS playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up after this.
Halloween safety rules. We don't walk on the streets. We stay safe by walking on sidewalks. Happy Halloween. We take our treats home. We get our parents to check them. Happy Halloween. Zigzagging across the road is dangerous.
We trick or treat on one side of the road, then we go on the other.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
On October the 21st, the government sent out a news release regarding the home eating fuel rebate. Almost 2,500 households will be eligible for assistance for this year's rebate. Loyola Sullivan, Minister of Finance and President of Treasury Board, announced that the government is increasing the home eating fuel rebate to a maximum of $400, which is an increase of $150 over last year's rebate. The rebate is available to individuals and families with an household income level of $30,000 or less, and those whose primary eating source is home eating fuel, which includes furnace fuel, stove oil, and propane. The rebate will be adjusted on a sliding scale as household levels increase, with the minimum amount that a household can receive being $100. A maximum rebate of $400 is available to households with an income level of $22,500 or less. The price of home eating fuel has almost doubled the average price since 2001. For households who can least afford it, they faced with financial hardships when trying to heat their homes. This rebate will help to ease some of the burden. Eligible individuals or families must apply for the rebate and must include a copy of a statement or invoice with the application stating that they have purchased home heating fuel between July the 1st, 2005 and March the 31st, 2006. Application forms are available through the Department of Finance and through the Department of Finance website. Only one person per household may apply for the rebate. The deadline to submit applications is April the 30th, 2006. On Tuesday of this week, Miss Marlene Vatcher's grade 2-3 class visited our studio. On Tuesday afternoon, 16 students, Joshua Pink, Terry Lynn Anderson, Andrew McDonald, Patty Ricketts, Gavin Cloger, Carrie Tucker, Zachary Compton, Melissa Ingram, Brady Mercer, Cheyenne Piercy, Tyler Dunford, Alexandria Parsons, Nicholas Standing, Hillary Han, E.J. Scott, and Sarah Mullins from the Burgeo Academy came to the studio to share with us some Halloween safety tips. Having students doing safety tips has been a BBS tradition for many years. The best part is that the children get to dress up in their Halloween costumes and do the tips. Not only do they get to be on TV, they got an early Halloween treat for doing it. Before they returned to school, they sang 2 songs for us. So now, for your listening pleasure, here is the 2-3 class.
Was an old lady, no skin and bones. Ooh, she lived down by the old graveyard. Ooh, at night she thought she'd take a walk. Ooh, she walked down by the old graveyard. Ooh, she saw the bones all laying around. Ooh, to get a broom. Ooh, she opened the door and boom! 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun." Ooh, went the wind and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Happy Halloween! Remember to be safe!
On Wednesday of this week, the Calder Health Care Center held its annual dessert party. The purpose of the Calder Health Care Center annual dessert party is to help stock the gift shop. All groups and organizations that are invited to the party are encouraged to bring along items to sell in the gift shop. All funds raised at the gift shop remain at the Calder Health Care Center. The gift shop is currently raising funds to purchase a cardiac monitor. This piece of equipment will cost approximately $10,000. According to Beverly Titford, Volunteer Service Coordinator, they are very close to reaching this goal. Ms. Titford welcomed the approximately 50 people. She didn't thank the gift shop volunteers, all the clubs and organizations for the time they spent at the Calder Health Care Center, and all the young people who volunteer their time with the residents. Ms. Titford expressed sincere thanks to Diane Swift and the kitchen staff for once again preparing a wide arrangement of sweets to tempt the taste buds. She then invited Lori Porter to say a few words on behalf of the Calder Health Care Center. Reverend Dean Sellers said the blessing over the food. After this, everyone was then invited to help themselves to the dessert, including this beautifully decorated cake, showing appreciation to all the volunteers. Thanks to everyone who attended and donated items for the gift shop. It was greatly appreciated. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after these Halloween safety tips.
Before we cross the road, do what we do.
Look both ways before you cross the road.
Happy Halloween.
We don't want to trip up in our costumes.
So we don't wear long flowing costumes.
Happy Halloween.
Never go trick-or-treating alone.
I always go with an adult.
Happy Halloween.
Burgeo Academy held a Respect Day on Wednesday of this week. To begin the morning, Mr. Corey Penny, principal of the school, welcomed everyone to the Respect Day and thanked Teresa Peterson, Ruby Penny, and Krista Standing for organizing this event. Mr. Penny encouraged everyone to participate in the activities and then talked about the importance of respect. Respect team member Zachary Cloger introduced the guest speaker Denise Cole and gave some background information about her. He told everyone that she is a member of the Community Education Network. Ms. Cole thanked the school for inviting her. The Respect team then tried to energize the students and teachers by doing 4 lively activities, including going to Kentucky, Yogi Bear, Father Abraham, and singing in the rain. During these activities, some students and teachers were invited to the stage to help the Respect team with these activities. Wayne Vivian and Mr. Corey Penny doing the actions to Singing in the Rain. Now that the students and staff were wide awake, Miss Cole explained the next activity called Group Juggle. Everyone had a name tag with A, B, C, or D written on it, along with their name and the name of another person who would be their buddy for the day. Once you got paired with your buddy, you would then go to the group in which you were assigned, and this formed 4 large circles. Each circle was given 3 bean bags. The object of the group juggle was to toss the bean bag to another person and then pass it along to another person, and so on. You had to remember who tossed the beanbag to you and who you tossed the beanbag back to. This way, you would get to know everyone in your group. The buddies were then invited to get to know one another. Everyone was encouraged to ask 3 questions. What is your name? How old are you? And what do you like to do for fun? Some buddies seemed to have a lot more in common than they realized. Miss Cole then gave a short presentation on respect. She talked about how friendship grows respect. She also talked about herself and many of the positive aspects of her life. She told the groups that we should always look for the positive side of negative things. She talked about how our buddies and friends makes us who we are, and how older students and staff are role models for the younger generation. To her, a role model would be friends who smile and do little things for each other. Miss Cole then told about some of the role models in her life, like her grade 3 teacher. This teacher went out of her way to be nice to Miss Cole when she had just moved from the mainland to Newfoundland. Being a buddy is a really important role for everyone, and everyone should have a buddy. She went on to challenge students and teachers to get to know each other better. The different groups were then sorted and returned to classrooms where they would work on activities that focused on respect. At recess, everyone was given Tim Hortons donuts as a special treat. Then it was time for the 15 groups to do their presentations. Group 15 had to show how students and teachers could have more respect for each other. Group 14 had to draw a poster about what the respect meant to them. Group 13 had to come up with a slogan about respect, and they came up, "Respect is so cool, so keep it in school. Group 12 had to do a rap. Group 11 had to make up a cheer about respect. Group 10 had to do a positive wall about respect. This included some of the positive remarks about their buddies. Group 9 did a skit about respect, and Group 8 had to make a pledge dealing with respect as well. Group 7 also had to do a cheer. Group 6 had to come up with a contract on respect. This group took it one step further and signed the contract, and they promised to try to do all the items that they listed. Group 5 created a symbol for respect. However, they couldn't decide on just one, so they added several. Group 4 came back with a poster on respect, and Group 3 read a poem. Group 2 made up a rap, and Group 1 sang a song. The Respect Day activities concluded with a few more fun activities, a presentation to Miss Cole with many thanks for all her help, and then everyone had lunch in school. Since the day was such a success, future plans are in progress to have another day of activities with groups as well as with the buddy that you made. Take a look around town this week to see how many residents were getting into the Halloween spirit. It is very noticeable to anyone that residents in town are ready for Halloween. With ghosts and goblins in the air and pumpkins all around, the spirit of Halloween is shown in the decorations that everyone has taken the time to put up. We took a look around town this week as many of the homes have been decorated in celebration of Halloween.
There was an old lady, no skin and bones. Ooh, she lived down by the old graveyard. Ooh, at night she thought she'd take a walk. Ooh, she walked down by the old graveyard. Ooh, she saw the bones all laying around. Ooh, she went to the closet to get a broom. Ooh, she opened the door and boom! 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun." Ooh, went the wind and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled at the side.
Deadline for Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes is fast approaching.
Children in some of the most remote
for the shoeboxes is a much anticipated event and is looked forward to among many residents of our community. This gives individuals an opportunity to share some of what we have with those who are less fortunate. This project helps to remind us that many children in the world lack many comforts that we take for granted. Each year, Operation Christmas Child sends out a video about some of the children who received these shoeboxes. This year is no different. Here is just a glimpse of the happiness that these children experience because we took the time to do out a shoebox. The shoeboxes that were received for Burgeo and the surrounding area have been handed out. But if you would like to become involved in this project, you may get an ordinary shoebox from Riffs while they're still available. Deadline to have shoeboxes passed in is Sunday, November the 6th.
Life can be hectic. School, work, trying to stay ahead of the game and at the same time live life to the fullest, serving the Lord wherever and whenever possible. How can I, as a Christian, strengthen my walk with the Lord and do something good in this world? One positive step I found is through a program called Operation Christmas Child. It's a hands-on program everyone can be involved in, which blesses a child a world away and provides a ministry opportunity you can take part in. Poverty, war, and natural disasters have left millions of children hurting. Operation Christmas Child brings shoebox gifts packed by people like you and me and puts them into the hands of these children who need to know that someone cares. The Operation Christmas Child concept is actually very simple. Take an empty shoebox, fill it with toys, personal items, possibly a book, a picture of yourself, and a personal note to the child who will receive the box. Take the shoebox to an Operation Christmas Child collection point near you in early November. It may be as simple as dropping the gift off at your church, and Operation Christmas Child takes it from there. The gifts are sent to kids in need by ship or airplane. Helicopters and pack mules are sometimes used. The exciting part of the program is that gospel literature is offered to each child who receives a shoebox gift. This literature will hopefully encourage a child to make a decision to accept Jesus Christ as their Savior. I had a very unique opportunity to travel with some awesome young people from across North America to Trinidad and witness how a shoebox can change a child's life. Take a look at some of the children who have been touched by this amazing project. Franklin Graham, who heads up Christian relief organization Samaritan's Purse, leads the Operation Christmas Child effort.
Oh, it was such an amazing joy inside to see all the children open their boxes at the same time. They all sat together and then they just counted to 3 and opened them all up. And it was just amazing, the shouts of joy and everything like that went on.
Through the efforts of Operation Christmas Child, each year millions of gift-filled shoeboxes are given to children living in some 100 countries across the globe. The gospel literature offered at each shoebox distribution has been translated into 54 different languages.
To come down here and see these kids who don't have everything they need, it just shows me that I have a responsibility to go out and preach the gospel. And if these shoeboxes open that door, then what a great opportunity.
I wrote a letter to put into my shoebox for the little girl, and it says, "Hi, my name is Becca Glad, and I'm 20 years old, and I live in Colorado with my mom, dad, and sister. I hope you enjoy your Christmas presents and know that Jesus loves you and has amazing things planned for your life. He loves you more than you will ever know."
Lollipop.
Do you like candy? Nicolette was abandoned by her parents and lives with her grandmother.
I like a flashlight.
Nicolette loved her box.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I know that that box that the children received will show them that somebody loves them and that the Lord loves them.
I definitely hope that they see Christ's love and they understand how much God loves them, and they see that through the box, and they see that someone else does love them and cares for them. So how can you get involved? Well, it's as simple as packing an empty shoebox. What a difference it can make in a child's life. So tell your friends and your family and get involved in this awesome project.
With us for Off the Rack and the BBS Playbill, all after these Halloween safety tips.
We always carry flashlights when we go trick or treating.
I can't see anything.
We wear makeup, not a mask. We want to see clearly where we are going. Happy Halloween! I'm easy to see. I wear a light color costume and I wear reflector tape on my costume. Happy Halloween.
Off the Rack. This week as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of trick-or-treaters getting their goodies for Halloween. Let's look back to October the 31st, 1992.
Community events. The LOL TV bingo held on Wednesday night was won by Lucy Ingram and Eileen Moore. The Lioness will be having TV bingo on Wednesday. Cards are $1 each or 6 for $5 and are available in most stores around town. Please support your local Lioness Club by playing TV bingo. Elementary school parents. The elementary school is sponsoring a parenting skills class. Improving relationships between parents and children will be the focus of a series of discussion dialogue sessions beginning on Monday, November 9th from 10 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. at the elementary school. Systematic training for effective parenting encourages mutual respect between parents and children, leads to increased cooperation, more effective communication, and a more responsible, self-reliant attitude amongst children. Prepare your child for a better future in life. Miss Ann Wagner, guidance counselor, will be the discussion leader. Please call Miss Floss Hare for more information or to register at 886-2590 in the morning or at 2543 in the afternoon. There is no fee for the classes. The Anglican Parish Office regrets that the birth register from 1975 to 1982 is missing. If anyone wants confirmation of their child's birth between these dates, they should write to the following address and send $10. The Division of Vital Statistics, Department of Health, Post Office Box 4750.
BBS Playbill. Try your luck on Wednesday by playing Burgeo Academy TV Bingo. Join us on Thursday for a rebroadcast of The Bandwagon. Join Pansy and the gang for 2 stories, a craft, and lots of fun on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. Please stay tuned now for The Bandwagon from 1990. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night and God bless. And have a happy and safe Halloween.